appears to me that I have my master's social work, and I'm a licensed social worker. I wanted to bring a video today. The title of it is The Effects of Sex. The Effects of Sex. I want to dive into this because I think that it applies to a lot of people. A lot of people are sexually active out here in the dating world. So I feel like it is a good thing to discuss the effects of sex. Now, because I'm a woman, I come from a female perspective, and that's just what I know. So a lot of what I discuss will be relevant for feminine women and people who identify as femme, as having feminine energy. Okay, so let's get into it. So the first effect of sex that I have on the list is oxytocin. Now, oxytocin is known as the feel-good hormone. If you don't know what oxytocin is, please go Google it. But pretty much it's a hormone that both men and women excrete during intimacy and during intercourse. And the purpose of the hormone is to bond us together as humans. This hormone, studies have shown that this hormone is more effective, has stronger effects in women than in men, which makes sense from an evolutionary perspective, because a woman is trying to look for that one mate to care for a child. So it would make sense that oxytocin affects us more. So that is a major, and to me, that's the number one effect of sex, especially for women. We need to be aware that hormones are at play that are going to make us bond to a partner more so than a man will. That's why it's easier for the man to hit it and quit it. The second effect of sex that I have on the list is BDS, which is Big D syndrome, or GDS, Good D syndrome. And pretty much you can guess what this is, but sometimes we come across that one sexual partner who may be the biggest that we've ever had or the best that we've ever had, and we tend to latch on and can't let that go. That is a huge effect of sex to be aware of and to try to avoid. That's why I say just keep it in your pants until you know that you're in a solid, committed relationship. Just don't have sex. Then none of these things on the list will probably be affecting you if you don't have sex until it's the right time in that partnership. So yes, BDS or GDS, second effect of sex. The third effect of sex that I have on the list is distraction to creativity. I don't know about you guys, but for me, sex can definitely be a distraction to creativity, especially for women. Sometimes when you're seeking sex, it's because you're avoiding things in your life that could be pushing you forward. You're not tapping into your creativity as a woman. Instead, you're seeking this physical act, and that's more like of a masculine energy. So that's definitely a huge effect of sex. It can kind of take away from some projects, creative projects that you can be focusing on instead of sex. Not to say that sex isn't great, but we definitely want to be putting a lot of energy into our creative projects. Okay, so the fourth effect of sex, or wait, oxytocin was number one, BDSs or GDSs is number two, distraction to creativity is number three, and the fourth that I have is that the effect of sex is that you may just find one person that you want to have sex with, but all the other elements don't line up, and that can be very problematic. But I feel that if you don't have sex with that person in the first place before it's too soon, then that won't be an issue. You need to learn that other person and learn their soul, and once you do that, then that sexual connection may come from that. Or if you are dating and you do want to find a potential partner but you still have your sexual needs, some people do have that friends with benefits. If you feel that you can emotionally handle that, by all means have your friends with benefits. But for me, I feel like I need to hold off on that to get to know the person a little bit better. That's all I had. The effects of sex. I think that's relevant to a lot of us in the dating realm today. Yeah, so leave me a like or comment below if you have any other effects of sex that I did not cover, or if you have experienced the effects of sex, positive or negative. All right, until next time.